All right, everyone, so there we are. That is the basement framed. We have a rather large opening here. It shows two double doors with a side let on both sides. So what we'll do is we'll frame it down a little bit and then we'll frame it in if we need to. But that's according the way the drawings scale it, that's the size of the opening. However, based off of the type of door that the Historical Society requires them to get, I do not believe they're going to get one that big. We'll probably have to frame it in about a foot on both ends, but that's no big deal. We at least have the structural framing that we need up here with this header way up at the top. We put it up there just so we didn't have to frame up with a big set of 6 like we got back there next to Tyler. Instead, we just put the header up and then we can frame down for just visual, basically give something to nail trim to for the door, which is really only maybe about 8 to 9 inches down is all we'll have to do. But we can do that part later when we know for sure exactly what size door, the biggest door we can get with their criteria from the historical district. But that big, that is a 11 7/8 header. We will have 4 large LVLs going across from this point all the way to that point over there, which has those set of 6 studs underneath it. So this beam is transferring, that load there is being able to be transferred straight down to the floor, but this one is having to be used on here to transfer that load out both directions all the way to these jack studs here that can then transfer it down. So that's why that header's so big and up there at the top, and why we have that little cutout. That's for the size of the LVL that needs to set down in there. But we've got this right here. Basically, we got a large, great room down here. It's about 14 foot by 19 foot, roughly, give or take a little bit. But a really large room. Plenty of space to be able to do stuff. The stairs will be coming down right here, so it's going to come down through this. There's a little hallway here, so to speak, but really it's where the stairs will come down. The stairs will come down here to a little landing in this area, and then it's supposed to come down 1 or 2 steps to be down to this basement level. And then there's just basically just a little nook here. It shows possibly doing a built-in bench there. They haven't decided if they're going to want that or not, so it's actually not in the price at all, but it's something that can be thrown in if they decide they do want it. Then you'll have on the other side, you got this little bitty nook hallway. You could put a shelf, or you could put a bench over here on this side, but this door here goes into the half bath where there will be a toilet flange. We're using it for all our small pieces just to store it right now, and there'll be a sink right here. Then you can go through here under the stairs basically, and this is all going to be storage now. So this was supposed to, that block wall was supposed to end right here originally. So all they would have had to do, all they would have had for storage, and actually that door was originally supposed to be over here as well, entering straight into here. But they would have only had storage from here to where that wall is there. It would have been roughly about a 4 foot by I think 8 foot span. And then when they were talking about moving the laundry room down here, that was going to eat up most of it. So we went ahead and we moved that wall back 5 feet. We moved the washer and the dryer over here. That's what that wall is for, just for the plumbing and the setup for all that. We can do that easily. The rest of it, we might just leave as bare because it's just supposed to be storage. You can mount shelves straight to the block if need be. But this gives them a nice, basically 5 foot by 19 foot storage room back here, plus this little bitty nook here. If they leave under the stairs open, they'll have some space there too where they could build themselves a little shelf. So a lot of usable space down here. My father and Tyler had started putting up the first LVL right here for our floor joist to come into. That's the one for the right of the stairs. Doesn't have to be very big. That one's actually only 9 1/4. And that's because it's technically only spanning 5 feet and then another 5 feet over there. It's not spanning very far, and it only has just a few floor joists coming into it. Stairs will go here, And in this area, we don't need any LVLs because we have all these different walls where we can split up those boards and have plenty of resting space for them. Here, again, we'll have that really large, it's going to be a 4-ply. It'll be 4 of the 11 7/8 beams that will sit on top of that and this one here. And so that's the next thing we'll start on, is actually finishing the second top plate all the way around and putting up the ceiling joists for down here, which are also the floor joists for up above.